We are here today at the Beijing Car Expo 2026. Now it's one of the biggest expos in the world for cars.
I've never been to a car expo before, so this place looks absolutely massive to me. And I'm quite excited because this one is based on the future of intelligence. So there's going to be lots of self-driving cars, automated cars, AI systems, and of course, not just cars, there's AI robots here too.
Now one thing I'm really looking forward to, like I love cars, I love Top Gear, love all them car shows, always watch them. Max Armstrong on YouTube, absolutely class. But here they're going to have a load of concept cars. Every brand that's here, I think there's over 200 brands, 200 car brands. Nearly every one of them is concept cars, so we're going to be really excited to see them. I heard Xiaomi is going to be fantastic, and then we have BYD, they have concept cars on display.
For the Western audiences, maybe there's going to be lots of types of Chinese cars that you would never have seen before. So we see these a lot in the Chinese roads, but we can showcase them here today to see what they have right here in China. Now, one of the new brands that you might not have heard of before, it's only been around for, well, 10 years, is LYNK&CO. Now, this is a joint venture between Volvo and Geely.
With LYNK&CO, they've such a high variety of cars, and it's pretty cool. I always think these things remind me of cars out of Grand Theft Auto. They have made a GT concept car. Now, this is not a working car yet, designed from people from all over the world, and I can be one of the first owners of this car. And now I can officially buy it when it's released.
In China, the EV cars are competing with your traditional luxury brands like Rolls-Royce and Bentley, but in China they're actually a bit more popular. So this car, for example, the inside, the features, is like a limousine. You know, you can fit in 7 people, and it has extra cool features. Like if you see the front here, you've got a little screen. So if someone's trying to cross the road, on this screen it can say, "You can pass by," which I think is very cool. I've never seen that before. It's a great idea. And one thing I've noticed is that the electric cars on the Chinese side seem to be taking a lot more risks. You know, the designs, the interiors, the functions, whereas the Western cars, they seem a lot more standard. Like they're trying to mimic the old fuel engine cars. And I think that's because the competition in China is so much bigger that they almost have to take these risks to stand out, whereas Europe is trying to appeal to the mass audience. Right behind me there, Geely are actually unveiling the robo-taxi. Now the EVA cab is completely self-autonomous. It drives around itself, there's no steering on it. And it's just showing you how far this technology is coming along. And it's very intelligent and futuristic. I think it's so cool. I can't believe there's going to be cabs out there without a driver, without a steering wheel. You just get in there and go.
Hongqi are known to make some of the best executive cars in the world. But how about this? An executive bus.
Let's have a look inside the Hongqi executive bus. Wow. I'm going to take a seat in the executive bus. Oh, this is nice. I've never been in a bus like this. The nice leather seats. You've got a table in front of you. And a little drawer to keep my stuff. Luke, welcome to my bus.
Whoa. Jeez, that's nice.
It is. You don't feel like you're in a bus at all.
I wouldn't mind traveling in this.
I've never seen a bus like that, and there's just so many different customizations you can have with it. We're looking through the leaflet. You can put a mahjong table in it, you can put a toilet in it, you can put many chairs, a bed, whatever you want with your own type of bus, they can do, which is class.
Yeah, so fully customizable. Get whatever you want in it. A bar. And
it wasn't too bad of a price, really, for what you're getting.
No, they said it was like $1 million RMB, which is about $150,000. Hey Alex.
Yes.
Audi have came a long way, right?
Yeah, from where they started.
You look, their new Formula 1 car up the top. Yes! This might have been one of their first ones.
So this is Audi's big new electric SUV. It's the E7X. And it looks so interesting. Like, even the logo's different, the front, the design.
In the E5 Sportback by Audi. Look how modern this is. You know, this fits the Chinese market so well. The technology inside a car is so important for people nowadays. Comfort, TV. This has one big screen going right away across, and it looks like it can be divided into many. Simplistic, beautiful. that's your wing mirror. Look at that for a wing mirror. It's actually a TV, and that's your camera out in the open. Jeez, Audi done well. Common themes we can see from this at the Beijing Auto Show this year is off-road vehicles. Now what we just came across is the BJ212 car stall. Now they were military cars in the past, but now they've turned them into more for the public.
I love their rugged designs. They're really good for outdoor adventures, and they kind of stand out in a sea of electric cars, don't they?
So they seem to have many different types here, and you can see where the military background comes from. You can see it, but like, what a design! And it's like an older style. The T01212. Now some of these cars, just I've never heard of them before, and this one being a new brand for the public. Do you know when we got in the SUV there yesterday, and you're just like, well, I'm going to destroy this, but this one, I feel like it's made for if you're doing road trip, and this one's
It's suitable then.
it's more suitable. I didn't know Cadillac made a Formula 1 car. Jim Beam. Oh, that should be amazing.
Luke, would you trust that?
100%.
A robotic driverless bus.
Just reading about it here. It's already released in Singapore, USA, Belgium, Slovakia, Spain, China, and Switzerland, and the Middle East.
Oh my
Here you
god.
are, so like, there's nothing like this in Ireland.
No, I haven't seen that in England either. I know they're safe, but it's still something a bit worrying about like cars that can drive themselves. Now obviously the other driverless cars, you know, where you've got a steering wheel there and there's a driver,
Yeah.
that's okay.
That's not okay either.
Well, I don't mind, it's still safe, but like there's someone there that can control
Oh,
it.
you mean someone there?
There's
I don't
someone
like-
there.
I don't.
This
like,
has no one.
I do not like seeing the steering wheel turn either, with nobody sitting there. I do not like that. But you know, you just need to get used to it.
Yeah, you do.
This guy loves the dogs. It's not a real dog, man.
That's a nice Lexus.
Now, I did not expect it. Mansory are here. They make some of the most amazing custom cars you'll ever see. I was watching Max Armstrong got Marcus Rashford's version. So you have a Rolls Royce. There's a couple of Rolls Royce here. First edition, Mansory edition. See, some of the Mansory custom fits is one of the things that got me into cars. And I love the interior, everything they do with it. So I'm not sure, I'm going to try and get in here. We got in, Alex. So, this is the Mansory edition Rolls Royce. Emperor, limited edition. How much that would cost, I have no idea. But one thing, I didn't know that Mansory are actually customizing these wagons as well. Mansory jet ski. Like, to drive that around the water and wreck it, that's a museum piece, like. I couldn't drive that in the water, no way. Very good. Look at that, sir. We're in the HEMA stall now. Now, HEMA's become very popular in China. It's affordable. Some of the quality of the cars is really cool. So they have their 7-seaters, their SUVs. They're going for a higher quality car, so you can see this for the more executive version. Then they're making sportier cars. We're here today, but a lot of these things are completely new to us. So we're learning a lot about the tech that they have. And here you have everything from cars to car parts, to even all the software, all the sonar equipment, and all the future technology that they're selling to the other well-known brands. So it's a good learning curve, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing to learn what the AI can actually do. Like, some of the functions it has, I didn't even know was possible right now. I thought we'd be waiting another 10, 20 years.
It's pretty clear that China's leading the way in this. It's very clear.
It is.
You have, like, all the European brands are here. The cars are fantastic, but they just look like they're behind in terms of design. In terms
Safe,
of,
isn't it? Safe.
In terms of design, interior design, car design, they're taking chances. The Chinese companies taking more chances. The cars look way better, and you can see with electric cars. You like some of the electric cars I'll show you now. They're amazing. They're amazing.
So here, just walking around, this is the JAC concept car. But as you can see, look at the wing mirrors. You're probably wondering, they're so small. How do you see behind yourself when you're driving? Well, actually, you don't. These are cameras. They're not mirrors, and they'll project it on the screen inside the car. And then you look at the screen. So you don't use these as mirrors. They're now cameras, and that's the way a lot of these things are going. Don't know if anyone remembers Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff. That's what that reminds me of, those red lights. You may know Peugeot, but have you seen Peugeots like this? They've got a few concept cars here. So this one is the Peugeot Polygon. Look at the interior design. The steering wheel as well. It's just a fun-filled design. And it looks quite futuristic. Something out of science fiction. And again, another interesting Peugeot. This is the Peugeot 9x8 hypercar. You know, looking at it, it carries the heritage of the Peugeot 905. That was the Le Mans winner in 1995. That's a completely electric lorry. GAC, they are making some very interesting things here. Look, like crazy big monster Cybertrucks.
Now we're at the GAC commercial vehicle, but what I want to show you here now is two of the most amazing cars that I've seen here. This on my left is like a pickup truck, but on the back of it has a drone. Yes, a drone. You can get out of the pickup truck, into the drone, and fly away. Now, have you ever seen anything like that?
And a little bit different to the P10, you have the V10. Now, they're both concepts, so they're not really out on the road, but instead of carrying your little drone on the back, wow, it looks like you know, where like in those movies like National Treasure, where you got the man that does all with the computers in the back, telling Nick Cage where to go to steal the document of independence. This is the Wuling car, obviously owned by GM Motors, and we know a bit about this because they're based in Liuzhou, which is really close to Nanning. We've been there a few times, we've seen the factory, and this one is kitted out in the little Dragon version. I forget the name of the Dragon, but it's, you know, the kids' TV show they like to watch. So it looks quite special. But normally these cars are quite cheap, quite affordable. So yeah, it's quite cool to see them here too.
What do you think, hey? Does it suit me?
It suits you. It's sushi. You could drive that around Nanning.
Yeah, you think we could drive to Nanning from Beijing?
Yeah.
Hey, this is cool.
It's ruling as well. This is probably the poshest Wuling I've ever been inside. Wow. They're normally cheap, they're normally affordable, but this one looks like it's a bit more upper market.
The new EVs that are coming out with the Chinese brands, what do you think? What's caught your eye the most?
Well, with the new EVs, like especially the ones I've never heard of before, like the Dreame, I quite liked. You know, like the design of them. Never heard of them, but they kind of look like Lamborghinis or something. Yeah. Very, very like cool looking. The EVs and the Western cars, they kind of look like previous cars they may have released.
Well, I've seen two brands there now. We've seen Peugeot and Citreon, the French cars. Now, their designs are very modern. Like, I think they're up there. They're competing with the designs of the Chinese cars for sure.
Which almost goes against what you'd expect from Peugeot. But, like, you know, they're normally quite a bog standard car, but they've probably, out of the Western cars, they've probably had the most impressive kind of concept cars there.
Now we're at the at Xiaomi, and like they have some of their cars on display. Like you might know them. People were talking about on YouTube that some of the SU7 or the 7 models, the SU7 look like Porsches, and some of the YU7s look like Lamborghini Urus. Now you can see why. It's a beautiful design, and this is the car that they thought looked very similar to the Urus. I am here to see one special car today. I've been looking forward to it so much. Now this is Xiaomi's hypercar concept. This has been one of the talks of the fair this time because the design is outrageous. Now the car is well guarded. Now this is the Xiaomi Vision Gran Turismo. This is something that you might see in Gran Turismo games next year.
And this is the SU7 Ultra. That is actually one of my favorite electric vehicles here in China. Last year in Xiamen we had a little test drive, and it is so fast. And I just love the design. I love the interior. It's very comfortable. It's just a very fun and cool car.
It's like a racing car.
You managed to get inside?
Got inside, hey. I'm gonna take it for a spin. Going in?
Yeah. I'd love to go for a spin in it again. Do you remember how fast it was?
Yeah, unfortunately I do.
And they've also got the normal SU7 as well as the Ultra. So this one is slightly slower, but still, I like the look. So
we just seen the Xiaomi brand. We seen you were looking at the SU7 Ultra.
Yes.
And I got a feel inside of it. Such a cool car. What do you think of it?
Yeah, like I was saying then, like it's one of my favorite Chinese EVs actually. Just the look of it, the feel of it. Even when we had that test drive before, it's like a toy almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just so fun.
And that GT, that Xiaomi GT.
That's unreal looking, that car.
It is. It's something special. Like that's something that's going to be out in Gran Turismo video game now this year, I'd say. So you'll probably be able to use it in Gran Turismo. So, man, Xiaomi done a great job. It'd be very interesting to see what Xiaomi are going to do with their next cars next year or the year after. What their new models are going to be like.
Yeah.
I think that's you're going to start to see something with Xiaomi. I hope they keep continuing developing the cars, because for their first cars, they were unreal. They're here and they have some cool cars on display. So they have one of the old Honda Accord racing cars. The first car to do 1 million kilometers, Alex. It actually looks like it's done 1 million kilometers, to be honest. But they have a Formula 1 car over here, and I'm dying to see it. Surely it's an Aston Martin. Honda must make the engine. So I'm assuming Honda make the engine for this. Oh yeah, there we are. Powered by Honda.
Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this. This is the cargo bot. Now, you can tell, no driver, completely AI driven, but it's a lorry. Is this what it's going to be in the future? Lorry drivers, your job is in trouble. If this is what's coming out, you've got no need for the driver. And it makes sense. We've reached the BYD section. Now this section is absolutely massive. They've taken up basically a whole room to themselves.
Yeah, now you have all their brands are here. Fangchengbao, you have the Denza cars, the BYD, all the brands have released very special cars at this part of the fair. So we're very excited to go see them all. And we're going to go through them all as much as we can because they are game changers. Every one of them is very, very special. So as you see, they've released their new sedan series. Now the new sedan series is pretty beautiful. Like there's a lot of roar now about this. They think this is going to be one of the highest selling cars this year. And I was looking forward to coming and seeing this for a long, long time.
I love the colours. Look at that bright lime green, the two-tone seats in the car. This is definitely one of the nicest concept cars at this show.
Now BYD have been so innovative, like across all their brands we can see it. They are trying to do everything and they are doing a good job at everything. I love this concept. Now it'd be fantastic to see what the future of driverless cars are going to be like. You know, if you have, we've seen buses here today from other brands. We've seen some limos, some stuff like this. And you know, if driverless cars take over, where's the fun in that? I love the sports cars, even like all them electric cars. I love how all the new technology, but the one thing I love about it most is that you're able to drive it yourself. If you weren't driving it, would it be good? Will it be as exciting to own one? Will it die? I guess time will tell.
Now, one of the big announcements by BYD this year was the flash charging system. Obviously now they're going to install these all over the country and you're going to be able to charge your car in 9 minutes to full. 5 minutes to 70, 9 minutes to full, and then even if you're in minus 30 degrees conditions, it'll only be an extra 3 minutes to charge your car up. It's an incredible piece of technology and that is rolling out all the way through China.
Now it's pretty noisy here because of what's going on. There's just unveilings everywhere. Every company's coming out with a brand new car, brand new technology. Like the Beijing car show, this is probably going to be the pinnacle of car shows now around the world for years to come because of how quickly Chinese companies improve their technology. You have batteries, design, speed, the capacity of batteries, driving distance, everything's been improved. Every few days, every few weeks, there's more news coming out. It's pretty cool. Now over here we have one of the fastest road cars in the world, electric road cars. I'm going to wait for Alex, we're going to go in and we're going to try it.
Now here next to me you have the BYD Yangwang U9 Extreme. Now this car is one of the fastest electric cars in the world. It clocks speeds of 496.2 kilometers an hour. I watched the video of it online. I think they did it along the Autobahn in Germany and it was incredibly fast. But see it in real life, that's very cool. You can see the speeds at which EVs are now getting up to. They're really pushing the boat here. You ever seen a car that looks like that? That is the BYD Yang Plus. But today they've wrapped it in a My Little Pony makeover. And this one now offers range up to 630 kilometers. So it's a pretty cool looking car. Now one of the BYD models that have launched this show is the Denza Z convertible.
It reminds me of an American style roadster, which I think is pretty cool. So this was released this week at the Beijing Auto Show and it's so beautiful. We've seen many beautiful cars on this at this show, but BYD have a couple of most amazing ones. The Denza Z is absolutely stunning and it has a top speed of 320 kilometers an hour. Like all the BYD cars, all the BYD brands have done amazing. Not only that, their driving technology, their everything. They're just, BYD are standout winners of this whole show. I'm glad I left them to last to come and see them, but they're definitely the standout winners. Congratulations, BYD.
Wow, look at this. This is the in-flight ink. It's like a personal jet, I guess. These propellers, it can do vertical takeoff. So as it's taking off, it faces upwards, and then as it's flying through the air, they twist and face this way. And this has a range of up to 600 kilometers. Oh, look at this inside. It's like my own little private room. It's very comfy. It's like you're flying in a little lounge. Come a little cup holder. Pilot seat. And just in case you're worried about people seeing you as you're flying, you can turn this on and off. Now imagine flying like this, you'd be flying in style. They tell me they've already had orders in the Middle East, so there's probably a few sheikhs flying around in some of these, or want to fly around in some of these. But it is so cool, some of the technology on display at this show. As you can see, when it's going to take off, propellers face upwards, and then it can do the vertical takeoff. Very cool.
Look at this thing by Xiaomi. Xiaomi have made in development this. So this is the drone they have, but this fan here can hold that drone. That drone will fold up and go into the back of this. And like, just look at this car. Now I know this here, this is outstanding, 6 wheelbase. And that drone fits in there. It's amazing what they're doing here in China. Right, I got in, so as you see, this is the van, this is the A-Ridge van. It can hold this drone in the back, right? Now as you see, I can't really get looking in, but in the back of the van there will hold the drone. Now this is the drone. It is massive, but obviously these wings fold up, but this square box can fit in there inside to see what it's about. So all you have is your joystick, your TV. It's a 2-seater. Now I would love to get to fly in it. Now if you never thought China was ahead, there you are. The A-Ridge drone by Xiaomi. Pretty outstanding. In our line of work, we do get the opportunity to fly, so I hope soon will come where we get the chance to fly in this beauty. And maybe Alex can drive the van. One of the most interesting things there are for me, that you can see these cars, stunning, 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 absolutely stunning. Over there, stunning. All these cars, all these companies are competing against each other in China for a share of the market. Now, yes, they're able to make the cars a lot cheaper than they can in Europe or America. But the investment, the opportunities, and you know, it means they're coming out with some of the most amazing cars you can get, because they're all pushing to the limits. I'm just going to walk across here now, and I'm going to show you exactly where are we? We're Neo. So these are Neo cars. So that's theirs, new release. And then look at it, boom, a snowmobile car. Now this is what I mean. They're just pushing the limits. They're being so creative. Now look at this, another one. Look at this, another one. It's just cars, cars, cars. And they're doing every type of range, every type of model for every type of activity. I don't know what the European market is going to be at. I don't know if European car companies can keep up with the advancements they're making here in China. Now, I'm not pro-China, anti-China, anti-Europe, pro-Europe. I'm not either. I'm just open. But like, for me to come here and just see what they're doing with everything, I don't know if Europe can compete, America compete. If the doors open to European cars, or for Europe for a lot of these electric cars, China's going to take over, and they deserve it.